a cationic mechanism where we'll be starting with the initiation reaction over here first. So when we are going to take the initiation process over here, the first one what we chose over here is going to be of H2SO4 or HF or the BF3. So if you're going to look at any one of this over here, what you're taking, all the three will be called as Lewis acids. What do you mean by this term? Lewis acid is nothing but they are always in the need of a pair of electrons. Whenever the pair of electrons are going to be accepted by the given component, then that will be taken as the Lewis acid. For example, if you are going to take the barium over here, the fluorine over here, the outer shell, if you are going to look at them, they will be having only the 6 electrons around them. So they are in the need of 2 more electrons, that is a single electron pair they are in the need, so that they could able to form a stable configuration. So that makes them as the Lewis acid over here. Because of that only this reaction is going to be a cationic reaction. So in the chain initiation, what we are going to look at first is nothing but whatever the Lewis acid we are going to take over here, they are having the capability of splitting into H plus and the minus. That is, acids are the one which will be giving out the H plus ions easily, right? That's the same thing is happening over here. So we are going to take the BF3 over here and it's reacting with the water. Water will split into H plus and OH minus, right? So where the OH minus is going to be making or joining, because the BF3 is in the need of electron pair. So the electron negative will be attracted by the BF3 and it is going to get attached with that. Then along with that the H plus will also move. So if you're going to look at it, BF3 OH minus, a ion which is formed over here. The proton adds to the carbon of the double bond and the alkene to form a carbonium. You could able to see here where the carbonium comes out over here. This BF3 is going to react with H2O. It's going to form this ion and we are not taking this. Now this H plus what you are going to have over here, that's going to react with any of the monomer you are going to take. Here the monomer what I have taken, you could able to see, right? So this H plus will go on react with the monomer as you are seeing, and what will happen, you are having a plus over here. Bond is nothing but this bond is nothing but it is going to have a pair of electron which is in sharing over here. So out of this, if I'm going to take one of that electron, that is this electron will join with this proton, so it will be forming a bond over here. Then you could able to see over here one electron has been left over. That is the carbon is going to have one electron. This carbon what you are having here is going to have in the need of only one electron. That means that it is going to have one proton extra associated with that. That's how it's forming the carbonium ion and it has been indicated with the plus symbol over here. So what is the second step we are going to have over here is the chain propagation. Chain propagation is nothing but a single monomer got reacted now. Then this single monomer is going to join up with the other monomers over here. I have taken an alkene molecule over here. This alkene molecule is going to join with this carbonium ion now. So obviously what will happen, once again the bond over here will get breakdown, and as I told you earlier, what is the electron you have over here is going to be of 2 electrons, right? So those 2 electrons what we are having over here will, so the 2 electrons what you are going to have over here, out of that one is going to trying to join with this plus so that it could able to form a stable. So you are going to have 1 electron alone over here. That is around this carbon there should be 8, now only 7 will be there. That means that 8 protons are there, which makes this as a positive one now, right? So now the whole the second monomer which has been attached with that is going to form a longer carbonium ion over here, right? Now see, that carbonium is having the capability because it's having the plus, right? So it will start continuously reacting with the other monomers to make the chain to be continuously moving on, but it has to be terminated at one point. We don't want the plus which is going to be there, that is we don't want the ion, we want the compound which is going to be formed over there. So to terminate this reaction, this plus should be neutralized. so we need an electron over there. So that's a thing which is happening in the chain termination part. The chain may be halted, that means that it's going to stop or terminated by combining it with the negative ion, because it's of positive now, so it's going to have a negative ion. Or the loss of proton, as we know the protons will never ever be lost, but you could able to neutralize them by adding a negative ion associated with that. That's what the thing is going to happen over here. Once again, what we are going to take over here is nothing but, so you could able to see here HSO4 minus. From where we got it, just think about the first step where we have taken the Lewis acid, where the H plus alone been added over here, and then we have left with the negative ion over there. That's the same ion what you are going to have over here in this chain. What is the CH2 you have? That H is going to join up over here, so that means that one more H is going to come out of it. So that H which is coming out of that is going to join with the negative ion over here, which is going to form the H2SO4 plus. So obviously the positive over here will get neutralized, because as you see plus only extra is there. That plus H is going to be removed and it's going to be added up with the ion which is been left over in the first process or in the chain initiation process. Both of them join together and they are forming the H2SO4, which leaves or which terminates the chain propagation, and it forms the required polymer what we wanted to have. So these are the process which is involved in the cationic polymerization. As you are seeing over here, the first step we are going to have the Lewis acid, that's going to form its ions over here, and the negative ion is going to stay over there. The positive ion is going to join with the monomer, first monomer, and further that monomer is going to get attached with the other monomers and they are going to form the intermediate carbonium ion. Finally the carbonium ion is going to have one extra proton associated with that. That proton is nothing but the hydrogen. We are not removing the proton here, we are removing the hydrogen, and that hydrogen is going to be having a positive charge. That means that a proton, a positive charge we are removing from it, and which is going to be joined with the leftover negative ion, which forms the acid plus the polymer what is required.